ready, Carl?
Oh man, I don't know, man. Let's see. Here we go.
I'm just copying me now. I got my hair done this weekend with my
Look
style.
at fly. Yeah, we're looking fly. Look at that.
Okay. You ready? You ready?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay. Hello, Pella, Virginia. Guess what week it is, Carl?
I think it's finals week.
It's championship week, and we are pumped up over here at the studios because we've got a lot of stuff to talk about. This is the best week of the year. It's March Madness finals week, and it is all on the table. Everybody's in the action, and we got a lot of stuff to talk about, so let's get down to it. So we are going to talk about the recaps of round 6.1 and 6.2, where Dave battled Chris, and then Chris battled Leslie. And then we're going to look at the best brackets where they stand. It is getting close between just a few people left in it that have consideration for that Amazon gift card. And then we're going to go on and talk about the matches that come this week. We've got George going at it with the winner out of the losers bracket. And then everybody else comes back for the third place battle back, where it's a wild frenzy, 9 sellers going for that last spot on the podium. But when we were doing our research, what did you find out, Carl?
Well, I was in hair and makeup, and I was looking at the numbers, getting prepped, and I looked at it as like it seemed like everybody that was in the contest is having a great month, and then everybody who's not in the contest is getting roughed up a little bit. So, good news is everybody's back this week, and now everybody has permission to sell all those deals you've been holding on to all month. Time to let it loose for a huge final week of April.
Play them now, yes. But as a sales manager, I'm a little worried about what's going to happen in May when there's no Maid Madness. But
yeah, right. Yeah, have to come up with a new contest.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get down to it. So we had Duncans versus Thomas last week in the round 6.1 and 6.2. So I went with Dave because I thought Dave was going to continue his momentum, and he did not. Chris was tough to beat at the opening of that week with that 92,000 in sales, and I thought, well, there's no way he's going to get past both Duncans. So I felt very confident when Leslie would be facing him in the next round, and it was a super close battle down to the wire. Of course, again, came down to Google reviews.
Yeah.
I'll go over the stats in a minute, but I do want to allow Carl to gloat. And
oh, you mean get my broom out? Is this what you mean? This is what you did to me last week?
Broom, that's some dainty little brush. Is that what you comb your beard? Your little fuzz on your face?
I'll tell you what, the broom you had last week didn't even get in the picture, so I brought mine little travel size down. That's all I need to do is sweep you away. You know what I mean? Just a little sweep. Okay. But I got my revenge. That was a tough call to make, because to do the clean Duncan sweep, that's near impossible. And he did the near impossible with an incredible week, over $200,000 in sales in just 1 week is what it took to do it. And that almost didn't work. I mean, it was a tiebreaker that beat Leslie. And it's just absolutely incredible that what Chris had to go through. And he's going to win this whole thing. He's got to do it against Ninja Nemeth twice too. So, it'll be very interesting to see what goes on moving forward. But I am super pumped with Chris. He is on fire. Completely turned his month around. I think, Jason, you had said, hey, look at these numbers. Chris hasn't done anything. Dave has done this. And what did I say?
You said you're
it
awesome.
Doesn't matter. And I was right, because it didn't matter. He took you down.
I quoted you in the write-up this morning.
You did. But anyways, yes, it was awesome. Do you have the stats?
Yeah, got the stats. So in 6.1, Chris had a 71% first call close, $18,000 average job size. He did force a tie in self-gens, 92,000 in sales. So he rolled over Dave. Dave only had 23,000 and 12% first call close. He did have a Google review. So anyway, so Chris moved on to face Leslie. and that one was definitely closer. Now Chris did have 115,000 in sales. It was pretty impressive. But the other impressive statistics came from Leslie with 80% first call close. So she was clearly focused, locked in, and getting it done. There was no sandbagging going on there, Mr. Thomas. You sell 8 out of 10 of what you were given. So he did bring in a lot of big sales. You know, where they came from at that particular time on Saturday remains to be seen. So we had a $12,000 yield, a $19,000 average job size. And they both had a self-gen, but Leslie got the tiebreaker with the new prospect self-gen. And then they both had 2 Google reviews, and it always comes down to Google reviews. Control your destiny. Throw them in there. And she did not do enough. Chris got her on the tiebreaker. So it was 2-2 on the volume tiebreaker. Leslie had 42,000 in sales. So $157,000 in sales. And let's remember, that was 3 days. That wasn't even a full week. I remember when 115,000 was a good month. Now it's only a good half week.
Yeah, I know. It's a good 3 days,
3 days.
That's nothing, Absolutely incredible job to Chris Thomas to move on, get out of the losers bracket. He's back in the winners bracket, going against Ninja Nemeth.
Do we need to hear Chris's song?
Well,
or you're not ready?
Well, before we do that, let's hold on the fireworks here. Let's talk about the best bracket. You got the best bracket update there, Jason?
Yes. Let's talk about the best bracket. So, Julie still seems to have control. She did get the Chris Thomas in the losers bracket moving through, pick right. So she seems like a lock now for an Amazon gift card. We do have to send this to the accounting firm of I can't even think of an accounting. I don't even know an accounting firm. Maybe the lawyers, Allen, and Allen.
That's what I was just gonna say. And Allen.
Right. We'll get the law firm of the 10 Allens to check this out. So, anyways, Julie looks good. George also has Chris. He also, Chris, but anyways, he got that one right. And then Carl, you did, so you're in the consideration now.
Whoa.
Teresa did not. She does not. She's got Chris winning the next round, so she could move in there. And then Jim Britt, he's got Chris winning and all coming out of the losers. Whatever. I don't know. Those five people are doing. I got to get into the accounting firm of the lawyers, Allen and Sons and Daughters.
Yeah. So basically, you don't know who's winning. We just, we'll figure it out at the end.
Those five are definitely the best of the best bracket. So the winner is going to come out of these 5: Julie, Jim, Carl, George, Teresa, and Julie. Did I say Julie? Yes, I did.
Julie twice. So I think Julie's going to win.
Julie's doing so good. She gets counted twice.
Okay. All right. All right. So Chris versus Ninja. We've been building up for almost 2 months now. We've got our 2 finalists. So Jason, how can I not? Hey, producer, please cue the music. How do you not go with this guy right here? How can I pick against him after he gave me the Duncan sweep last week to finally get some revenge on Jason? I gotta go. My boy, Chris Thomas. Woo!
Pumped up. It does. Do you have anything intelligent to say, or are you just gonna put glasses on and
listen?
Take your hands around.
Well, I forgot to put my Rolex on here. Sorry.
It's not even intelligent. That's not even.
So, no
information.
Chris Thomas's will to win is absolutely incredible. He's been super red hot. He don't know how to lose. And he's going to get revenge. I think George knocked him out in the first time, didn't he? Is that how it happened?
Yes, it is. So revenge.
He gets his chance at sweet revenge, and you can't beat Chris Thomas twice in a row. In fact, Chris is going to have to take George down, beat him twice in a row. So they're going to here's what's going to happen.
George doesn't have to beat Chris twice in a row.
Yes, well, not in a row, but he's got to beat him twice. He does have to beat him twice. So
not in a row, though.
George got him once. Chris is going to get him this week. And then the tiebreaker for all of it, Chris Thomas, all the way. He is just his compete level is just way too high. No offense to Ninja Nemeth. I know he's undefeated. Everybody's been doubting him. And but I just can't go against Chris Thomas, who has brought me this far, back into the winner's circle. I'm going with the Nature Boy.
I think George has some cool music too.
You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best.
Is it like the Geico commercial? All right.
I just want to watch Karate Kid or Cobra Kai when I hear that.
Mr. Nemeth. Anyways, it is hard to pick against Chris. He is a gamer. He came to play. He came to play in a fantasy sales team, won the MVP. He got caught napping against George and then got put in the losers bracket, but then he rolled through that. I just wonder what he's got left in the tank. I talked to him on Saturday and he's like, I got this $50,000 sale. I think he was going to plan to hold on to it until I told him that you can't sleep on Leslie. And so he played that sale. Now, Leslie, that you would have lost with or without that. So
you setting him up.
Don't worry. But I baited him into playing it. No, I didn't. But he did play that the big one. So I don't know what he's got left. I guess it's all about first call close for one of those categories. And that's the hands they're dealt this week. But I think Mr. Nemeth is going to be ready. But I don't know that he's going to do it in 2 rounds. I'm sorry, in this opening round. I think it might take him 2 rounds. I'm not going to be surprised if Chris wins this week. However, I don't see him doing it twice. I think we're going to have our 4th champ in Mr. Nemeth pulling it off. He's been solid during March Madness so far. Now, he hasn't done much this month, so he must be saving it up because he's only got maybe 31,000 in sales to Chris's 223.
I hope he was saving something because I know Chris is going to be bringing the heat. He's got the pedal to the metal.
What do you always say? It doesn't matter. So it doesn't.
Yeah, well, you better hope he brings the heat.
Well, so that the championship battle is always an exciting one to watch, but I kind of feel like it gets overshadowed by the match for 3rd, because where else do you go? It's like the Royal Rumble, the wrestling from back in the day when everybody goes in the ring and it's down to everybody. So let's talk. Are you ready to talk about the battle for 3rd?
I love the battle back. I can't wait. Everybody's back in. It's a Royal Rumble, just like you said. So let's just go down the list. We'll talk about their chances and what we think. Let's talk about Bonnie. What do you got for Bonnie?
So Bonnie has been selling some follow-ups. I actually rode with her today. I was trying to help her with the first call close because that's kind of key here. And we'll see if she gets it together. I could have helped her today, but we weren't able to pull it off. We'll see if Bonnie gets that first call close figured out. She has been knocking down those follow-ups and get those. I think she might benefit from no value ads being available that we ran into today. So been having a little trouble there. There's the stat sheet. So the numbers don't speak for themselves. She's got a bunch of commitments right now, and
commitments
standing in the way of that. So I'd watch for sales to start flying in for Bonnie.
I hope you're right. She's sub 4%. Come on, Bonnie.
Sandbagged some stuff for this week.
Oh, so she sandbagged all to the final week of March Madness. Well, I hope so.
She's catching fire now. She's like Katniss Everdeen.
I will say this about
fire.
I will say this, that Bonnie does sell in bunches. All of a sudden, you don't hear anything from Bonnie, and then boom, 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 send this Adobe sign, and she sends like 4 or 5 in a row. So maybe you're right. It is end of month, and if she's got a lot of commitments, maybe there's a puncher's chance there that she could sneak in.
Very nice. And so going to the other end of the spectrum, Dave. Look at Dave. He's he's chasing the record. He might actually have I can't remember what the 4-week record is, but he's got that almost on lockdown because it's the last sale of the month. But I don't know if the follow-up king's really gonna come through. because he's landed 44% of his sales already. He's got one of the highest first call closes in the office. But it's the end of the month. Dave always performs at the end of the month. He's going to be tough to beat, and he's going to be locked in getting first call closes because he's chasing $500,000 in sales for the month of April, which would be incredible. Yeah. And he's been getting Google reviews. He's really, I think he's going after the belt. I think he's tired of not winning the belt.
Well, you're right. And so here, Dave's my top pick to win this whole thing. And the reason why he gets a half point for where he finished.
Right.
That's going to help. And he's closed 44% of his deals this month, but he's ran the most leads this month. So he's still got a lot of meat on the bones. It is the end of the month. And I bet against that a couple times, and it bit me in the butt in this whole March Madness thing. And so he always finishes strong. I wouldn't be surprised if he came close to 500, $500,000 in a month. This guy is just absolutely on fire. And is my top pick for the battle back for third place. Would not surprise me. And I am going to take him, and I'm going to say he's going to win the belt. I think he's the front runner. I don't think that's a hot take there. I think everybody thinks he's a front runner, but I think he will get on the podium and win the belt this month.
Could be a big week for cash and prizes for Dave Duncan.
But he does have to beat out his daughter, Leslie. So let's talk a little bit about Leslie. Leslie's been red hot. I mean, it's just barely lost to Chris last week. What do you think about Leslie?
Well, she's one of the 3 people that did not forget how to sell in April.
Yeah.
50% close rate. And I mean, she got it done. 80% first call close. That can be done again. She's shown she can do it. And I know she wants to win. She wants to compete. She wants to prove herself. And so she got a chance to win the cash and prizes with the Amazon gift card. She's also in the running for the belt. So she could steal that from Dad. And she's got the whole point advantage. So I think if she wins one category, she's already got another point. It is going to be tough to beat. Somebody else is going to have to win 2 categories. Dave would have to win 2 to be able to beat her because she's still got that advantage is going to help a lot. And with as good as this team is, and people being able to vie for all these different categories, I mean, it's going to take something special. And she can do it.
Yeah. She has just been so consistent, possibly the most consistent all year. And with that point, like you said, it's going to be really, really hard. You're going to have a monster week to beat her. So she's my number 2. In this battle back, I got her. If Dave doesn't do it, I think Leslie will. A little bit because they have the head start, but they've been really, really doing well. But anyways, what about Henry? What do you think about Henry?
Well, now history has shown that the third place winner is not always the one with the extra points, and Henry is certainly somebody that you got to look at because he's the best first call closer in the office over the last year and a half. So that's a big thing there. And the fact that he's only at 31% close for the month so far means that he's got some follow-ups out there as well. So we could be throwing some volume in there, which could be help for the tiebreaker. He seems very hot and cold with Google reviews. So it depends if he's going to be dialed in or not. I don't know if he's one of the better people on self gens too. And we'll see if he comes up with any new prospects there. Because I do think it's probably going to take a couple of self gens in order to win that category.
Yeah. Henry, listen to me, buddy. I know you're going to watch this. You are my sleeper pick. I think you can do it. I know you can do it. You can do it all. First call close, as Jason said. Can get the Google reviews. You can dial him in when he's focused. He can get self gens. Now's the time to do it. Let's get you into third place here. I think, he started this whole tournament very, very strong and has been pretty good since, but I think he's holding off for the end of the month. I think he's got some stuff ready to pile on at the end of the month, and he could be in the running. Again, my sleeper pick, Henry Silver.
Good sleeper pick.
Yeah.
So, we're going to now look at Jeff Avery, one of the new guys. And, it's you look at the stats, it's like, and he's new. I mean, what is he really going to do? Well, sometimes it's all about momentum. You just need a little bit of momentum. and that's the difference maker. So he's got momentum. He sold 3 days in a row to end last week. He fell short on Saturday, but he sold Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all first call sales. So something's going on in Jeff's world. Things are clicking. And if you lock down 4 or 5 first call closes this week and end up with a 50-60% first call close, that's a category right there. And you never know, that can really boost up your yield, and that could be another category right there. And there's 2, and that might be all. So Jeff could do that. I would not be shocked.
So Jeff, he's got a puncher's chance. I wouldn't count on it, but he's got a puncher's chance. And you're absolutely right. He is starting to get it. He is an old wily vet. He's been around. He's been to Home Depot. He's been to Sears. This guy knows how to sell. He just got to figure out how to do it at Pella. He's getting used to the products now, and he's dangerous. He is dangerous. I agree with you 100%, Jason. I think he's got a puncher's chance. He could put it together for 1 week. I would not count him all the way out.
Now 2 people have a puncher's chance now. I'm not even sure what that means, but
puncher's chance. Do you watch boxing or fighting at all? A puncher's chance? Like, have you ever seen
somebody that watches fighting? Have
you ever seen Rocky? I mean, it's puncher's chance. Come on.
Yeah, I've seen Rocky, but I'm not a fighter. I run away.
It means you got a slim chance, but it can happen.
Slim. I understand that word.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, I know you would. You are a little slim.
Yes.
All right. Let's move it along. Let's
some more with that broom. All right. Joshua.
Yes. So when I was coming into April, I was like, boy, Josh gonna win that 3rd place, man. He is hot. Everything he touched, he sold. He's cooled off quite a bit though since then. April hasn't been too nice, but if you think about how Josh sells, he does a lot of follow-ups, similar to Dave in that, and I think he's going to have a big finish this week, and I think he'll be right. He's right there with Henry, where I think they could make some noise here, because I think he will have a very, very strong finish at the end of April here.
Yeah. So Joshua, I think you said follow-ups. I don't think follow-ups is the key to victory in the battle back. I think you got to land the first call closes. Now, right. Joshua, I think he had something to prove in March, because he was the 11th seed. He was the lowest seed of all veterans. He got knocked out of the tournament very early, but then he's saying, hey, I can still win the belt. And he almost won the belt, but he had a 63% close rate, and he was landing first call sales. So Joshua, as your sales manager, prove it this week and get things turned around, because I want to see you have another great month. I mean, he's got a great, very solid close to the year. And I think we're going to see him prove some things this week.
Josh, show us the money, buddy. You could do it.
Josh, you had me at hello. That doesn't even make sense right now. I remember when he said hello in the interview, I said at the end, I told him you had me at hello.
You did not say that.
I think I did. I'm pretty sure. Well, because I was already going to hire him, because he was highly recommended, so it was just a formality. So he did. He had me at hello.
Oh my God.
And show me the money. All right.
Okay. Brett Olson. What's the book on Brett? What do you got on him?
I bet Brett wins Google reviews. He's going to have all of his golf buddies. He's produced 20 Google reviews in a week for a fantasy sales team a couple of years ago. You get that category, and then you just got to get one more. And Brett, he's proven himself. He came back from vacation and was rocking and rolling 2 weeks ago. Went a little cold last week, but I think I think he's got some opportunity. He's definitely shown some flashes of brilliance lately.
Yeah, at the beginning of this month, man, he was the only one knocking him down in Tidewater. He came out flying, and I think he still has some of that confidence, and I think he will finish out the month strong, and can definitely be a contender in this 3rd place win. So, anything can happen. But I want to talk about Chase. Chase has been fighting it all month. Boy, would I like to see him get this third place win in the battle back. That would boost his confidence so much. And I know he can do it. And like you said with Brett with the Google reviews, he's got a whole frat team behind him with the Google reviews. So I think
he's leading, I think, for the year. So that's
yeah. So I think he might. And he was just in Radford not too long ago, so I'm sure he can go back and dial him up. So he could win that category, catch some fire real quick, win another category, and sneak in there and be a huge confidence boost to Chase there. So I think there's a chance for him if he goes through the Google review way and can sneak in.
Yeah, so Chris took a vacation in early April. So did Brett, and they both came back and did very well when they got back from vacation. Chase just took a long weekend, so he's coming back fresh off of vacation as well. So we will see what comes out of that, and see if he catches on fire. And yeah, you're right about the Google reviews. I mean, Chase really wants to prove that he belongs with these guys, and now is the time.
Dial it up.
So the last guy on the list is Shane, the defending champ. He loves the contest, and I'm trying to figure out who plans a vacation for the final week of March Madness. I mean, who does that? And I know what Shane's going to say, like, well, you put that on pause for Chris and Brett for 2 weeks, if so you guys could take vacations. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, the managers can do whatever they want to, but the sales reps should know that we might extend it. Don't take a vacation in the spring whatsoever, or July, because we might delay it till July like we did last year. I'm just giving you a hard time, Shane. We're going to miss you, Shane.
Yes, Shane, we will miss you, but you know what? He might have some stuff dialed up, man. I wouldn't put him. He might sell a self-gen or something on vacation, and throw a whole wrench into it.
You can still come back now, Shane. Show your wife the video.
Yeah, we need you back, buddy. No, enjoy Florida. Enjoy your vacation.
Yeah. Well, that's it. That's the battle back. That's the championship round. It all goes down this week. The end of the month, there is a sales belt on the line, and we're getting together in person next week, so everybody can brag to their peers about how awesome they are when they see them in person next week. But definitely looking for it. We'll have a lot of updates. You got any final closing words, Carl?
Nope. I can't wait to see how this thing finishes. It's going to be, if it's anything like the semifinals, it's going to be fireworks. It's going to be great. Can't wait to see how it ends.
All right. Well, stay tuned, folks, because the updates are going to be coming out fast and furious. Adios.